Hello guys, welcome back to my channel after a long time. Actually, I was ill after taking vaccine and all, so now I am good to go. Yo! So welcome back to my channel. Today we are standing in front of Hyundai in Thakurpukur. So to experience their showroom and let's see what they have. I think you have already seen the title and the thumbnail, so you know which car we are going to talk about today. Let's go.
Mad at touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it.
So guys, this is the all-new Hyundai Alcazar. Let's have a closer look at first because it's a newcomer in this SUV segment. And at first, let's unlock the car.
So guys, this is the car key. It contains lock, unlock, boot release and start button.
So guys, now let's talk about the front profile of this vehicle, shall we? As it's evident, it gets a front grille which is similar to Hyundai Creta, but these new box chrome elements are new, and it gets a front camera. Come closer. Here is the front camera for parking. Here it is, just below the beautiful Hyundai emblem. Moving on, it gets a chrome border on the bonnet, and it gets a discontinuation here, and it's get again the chrome border starts from here, and it gets a small central piece of chrome in here. So this is the fully LED headlamps with the DRL. Of course, it gets a unique design, which is also I mean, it's truly carried on from the Hyundai Creta. And at the bottom, it gets the LED fog lamp and indicators, but the indicators are in halogen bulb. So that's a down point for this vehicle, in my opinion. It gets a front skid plate in plastic, of course, but the color is gray, which is cool, in my opinion. And that was pretty much everything about this car. It gets a hell lot of character lines on the bonnet. So, in my opinion, it really plays a important role in the SUV segment. So now let's move on and talk about the side profile of this vehicle. So guys, now let's talk about the side profile of this vehicle. Starting with these huge wheel arches, which gives a rugged look, and the SUV look, which pretty much gives a signal that it is ready to go for every terrain. But I will suggest you guys to not to go in various types of off-road vehicle. I mean off-roading categories, because this car is front-driven vehicle. So for front-wheel drive driven vehicle, so I would suggest not to go in hell lot of mud and all. Moving on, it gets a beautiful
Alloy wheel design.
in my opinion, these are sexy as hell. So of course this car gets disc brake in all the four wheels and standard across the all variants. These ORVMs are of course fully automatic. Now the car is locked. If we again unlock this, so this gets, and it projects the Hyundai logo there. It's because of the hell lot of light you can see it, but it does project the Hyundai light. I'll show you in a bit. Acha, you can see it here. See. Okay, I'll do it once again. There you go. It projects the Hyundai logo at night time to welcome you. And it gets a request sensor on the driver side. Other than nothing to talk about here. At the bottom, it again gets a skid plate, or you can say a design element. On the grab handles, it gets a chrome bit to enhance the look, and it doesn't get any kind of chrome in whatsoever. It gets a roof rail, to enhance the look, of course, and the car gets automatically locked. So now that was pretty much about the side profile of this vehicle. And one more thing, guys, there is no such character lens for this vehicle. So um, it's pretty much simple, the design which Hyundai has kept for this newcomer in the SUV segment. Now let's talk about the rear profile of this vehicle. So guys, this is the rear profile of this vehicle, which is really gorgeous, and it gets the signature badging here, you guys. So talking about the amenities, it gets a high mount stop lamp with rear defogger and a rear wiper for better visibility. And moving down, it gets a rear parking camera, including the parking sensors. And somehow this design kind of look reminds me the look of Ford Endeavor. Comment me down if I am correct or not. Let me know what do you think. And on the below, it gets a twin tailpipe, which adds character to this vehicle. It gets, of course, the rear fog lamps, and this unique design of these lights really changes the game, you guys. It gets a shark fin antenna on the top. Yes, shark fin antenna on the top. Yes. So now let's open the boot and have a look at inside. Let's unlock it and open the boot. So guys, this is the boot space with the third row seats up, and folding these seats are pretty much easy because it's in 50-50 ratio. I mean, it's split into 50-50 ratio. So this is how you fold the seats, and it gets pretty much a flat surface to load your luggages. But if the second row seats are inclined at an angle, you won't get this much of space. It gets the toolkit and a space to keep few materials, whatever you want to store. And in case if you are wondering where is the spare wheel, this car gets the spare wheel at the bottom down there. So talking about the boot amenities, it gets a boot lamp including a hook, and it gets a Bose speaker at the back as well. I guess this is the woofer. So, but this vehicle doesn't get any kind of electrical tail boot. Electrical tail door, which in my opinion was a bit missing point for this vehicle. So anyhow, so let's close the boot and let's go inside of this vehicle. So guys, this car gets a request sensor. So that's how the car gets unlocked without the key. So moving in, talking about the driver side door at the first, it gets ambient lighting down here in in the cabin of this vehicle. I mean to say, if you can see, it gets a 64 different color LEDs, and this is the pull lever in pretty much good quality of plastic. These are soft. I mean, these are the hard plastics, and this top part is a bit scratchy, but this texture changes the game. This is the leather wrapped part of this vehicle. For the grab handle, it gets a simple one. It gets the ORVM controls up here, lock, unlock, and all the 4 buttons for the window up and down. But it gets only auto up and auto down for this driver side. I must say, but this car should have opted for this functionality in every 4 windows. This is the space to store a bottle and an umbrella maybe, and it gets a speaker with a tweeter. This is the speaker, and on the top this is the tweeter. So now let's get inside of this vehicle and have a closer look at its cabin, starting with the driver side door. Driver side. The driver side seat gets electrical functionality for adjustments. This is the steering wheel. It gets the voice control and various modes and calling features for the media, for the multimedia system. And on this side, it gets volume control and cruise control for this vehicle. This is the light control for the vehicle. And these are the wiper controls for this vehicle. And the steering column is adjustable, of course, with tilt and reach facilities. So moving on. So this is the fully digital instrument cluster, you guys. On the right side, it is now showing that the door is open, but it actually also is the rev meter. We'll show you in a bit. So on this side, it gets the vehicle start stop button, which I'll show you in a bit. So this is the vehicle start stop button and other vehicle controls. So now let's turn on the vehicle.
So this is the infotainment system of this vehicle. It is a 10.25 inch unit with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
It gets maps, which is very easy to use, and
Hi, never wait for a perfect moment, just take a moment and make it perfect.
okay. And so this is the map, which is very useful and very easy to use. On the bottom, it gets all the controls for the entertainment system. Here it gets a speaker on the top, and these are the AC vents, which are in good quality. This is the auto dimming rear view mirror, including SOS, towing, and blue link for Hyundai button. So this is the driver side sun visor with no mirror, which is a disappointing point, and that is the passenger side. This one, sun visor with a mirror, which is a good point for your girlfriends and wives. And on the top, it gets a sunglass holder, and it gets a sunroof, which is a panoramic one. Okay, I don't know why it's not opening. I'll show you it in a bit. Moving on the bottom, it gets a wireless charger. Let's see if it charges my phone. Did it? Moment of truth, guys. No, it doesn't, because we have not turned on the vehicle. It was pretty much guessable. Anyways, so moving on, that is the wireless charging pad. It gets a 12-volt power socket, including two USB sockets, one for charging your device and one for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is the auto AC with the hazard light button here. This is the manual gear lever, which is a very good dotted structure. This structure is also here on the steering wheel, and the steering wheel is, of course, as you can see, it's a flat bottom steering wheel, which is very easy to use. And this is the view button for the rear, the button for rear camera for driver to monitor the rear, which we will show you it in a bit. The front two seats are fully ventilated, so these are the ventilation switches. This is the electronic parking brake and auto hold button. These are the two cup holders, and this is the armrest, including it is also a, can you guess? Yes, you guessed it right. It's a air purifier. So moving on, this is the glove box of the vehicle, which is pretty deep and usable. There you go. So that was pretty much everything about the front of this vehicle. Now let's hop in the second row seats of this vehicle. So guys, this is the second row seat of this vehicle. This is the six-seated variant we are showing you right now. So it gets the two captain seats, including two. First of all, let's talk about the windows. The doors. So it gets a sun blind, manual sun blind, and otherwise the layout is pretty much same. So moving on in the inside of this vehicle now, let's put this in. So moving in, it gets a cup holder in the central console, including an armrest and space to keep your things, which is pretty much deep and usable. So this is again a wireless charging pad for the rear passengers, and on the center it gets two AC vents, including a USB socket and a place to keep your mobile phones, and it gets a table and a place to keep your iPad or whatever, and also it gets a cup holder, which is retractable. It's a pretty smart and intelligent this one design, and it gets us. I don't know for what purpose this is given. So that was pretty much everything about the second row seats. And now let's show you the third row seats. Getting in the third row seat is pretty much pretty simple. It gets a folding seat feature. Here I am in the third row seats of this vehicle, but this seat is not good enough for longer trips because I am not getting any enough space to keep my legs. But the headroom is ample, and due to this sunroof, the lighting in this cabin will not be a problem. So it gets a AC blower here, including a USB socket, and this is the AC vent for the third row passengers. These are the cup holders and a space to mobile phone. It gets in both the sides, and this is the grab handle to get inside into the third row seat for the people. So that was pretty much about everything about this vehicle. So now let's have a look at the engine bay. So guys, hope you have liked this video. If you have liked it, do hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you are new, and please share this video with your friends and family members so that they can get the information about this all new Hyundai Alcazar. So that's all for now. Signing off. And one more thing guys, stay tuned for the drive review for this vehicle.